I feel he becomes too tanky too early, and that's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, and sort of overall, do you feel that the early pick on the Brood has been dealt with pretty well by Tundra?
Yeah, this Timbersaw pick, like, checks a lot of the boxes. Yeah, he can move around, follow the Brood Mother if necessary. I want to see how much snaking can do. I think snaking is one of the better position for players in the world right now, considering like what he's doing. But I love him on the heroes that can rotate. Jakiro is very sluggish, 290 move speed. I've seen so many games won by snaking for Tundra in the like first 5 to 10 minutes, where he does so many things, like whether it's stacking, checking the runes, ganking, killing the couriers, then collapsing on a mid lane from the enemy jungle. I think he's one of the most terrifying players to play against when he is on a ganking hero and he's missing on the map. It puts a lot of pressure.
Hang on, what we got here? Nice. A Ray Fire Blast to the face, but some good body blocks here from Topher. I think Skeeter's in quite a bit of trouble here as he's trying to make his way around, but Topher's going to keep him completely controlled and set up for first blood for Boom.
Good stuff. Great body blocking. Also, this Brood Mother set. I think a lot of people will have arachnophobia.
I think so.
You know,
yeah.
from this set.
Yeah, we'll see which team ends up with arachnophobia at the end of this one. If this by which team's more terrified by Ace's performance, as could be tough with it being picked up early. But at the same time, they obviously had the confidence to do so here in the draft.
I think there should be an option to like turn it off and just be a default model, because this one's very scary. Not for me, but I understand for some people. And
no, it is. It is. This is if this is the kind of spider. If you see that in your house, you're not just burning down the house. You're burning down the whole town. This is some spooky stuff. And let's have a look. See these lane setups. So top, I mean, TA in the lane against Jakiro and Timbersaw. That doesn't sound too much fun for Drachio.
Definitely not. Meld level 1. Let's check the CS. 1 CS trying to farm underneath the tower, because they try to go for aggressive play on the bottom.
Yeah.
Durachio will need some connection in the next 20 seconds up to, because Timbersaw will get too much. Like, Timbersaw is already off to a good start just by picking him, so they need something celery. We'll get the courier.
Has been killed.
All right, very, very nice. Bit of back up on the mana regen taken out of that. Yeah, Drachio's just getting beaten back under attack. Didn't actually have any regen on him as well. Just a Fairy Fire. Now the backup comes in. And Celery will, of course, bring that salve over. So things should become a little bit more comfortable for Drachio up top. Let's see how much Celery can do. Celery trading with Snaking, just trying to force this Jakiro as far away from his TA as possible.
Oh, he should be careful. Like, if Timbersaw connects with the next dual breath plus liquid fire, Celery dies, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Can't TP, which means that the Templar Assassin will be left alone, and there's so much overtime damage that goes through refraction. You're not gonna get too much. This is a killer lane for Tundra on the top lane, so they should be very careful how they approach.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be a bit of a slow start for Drachio. Of course, they'll have the means to maybe prepare the jungle, stack up camps for the TA as the game goes on. But without a doubt, it means that 33 is going to have this start. And as you said, in a game already where you feel the potential of the Timbersaw is pretty unreal, if he's going to have this sort of fast timing on his first few items, it could be pretty difficult to see how on earth the Gaimin Gladiators are going to deal with 33 this game.
Mid lane, pretty even. 10 against 12. Lina, one of the heroes that can match up nicely against Queen of Pain, and the kill bottom. I mean, Peter dying twice.
That's a big one, isn't it? A second time dead in the game in the first few minutes. I mean, do you expect to sort of be pressured that much? And then, like, is this a lane that you're dying to, Broodmother and Disruptor?
I would say no, but what do I know? I'm just here sitting with you, trying to find the reasoning why he died twice. The first one was him being a bit over-aggressive in the enemy triangle, but this one, like, Bane usually manages to salvage a lot of the lanes that don't look good, considering how well he trades. But this time around, like, it's just not there. 10 CS on him, while Broodmother is sitting at 20.
Yeah, I think it's just good news that on the top side of the map that the opposite's sort of coming into play here. As the lanes are balancing out, and the way each side lane's going for each team's carry. Bottom highs, yeah. It's going to be a game of the offlaners for sure. You know, both Ace and 33, and which offlaner is going to be able to carry from such a solid start and create space for their own true carry to pull through to the later stages. Top lane, Draccio, he's going to get taken down pretty low here as the dual breath comes out. I think he's dead. They'll be able to kill him. Tundra, they take him out. Yeah, it's just not a nice game for the carries.
Carries can't catch a break. Even the position 5s in this one are having a lot of trouble. They're getting a lot of XP. Like, at this point, I think Disruptor could just stay out of XP range for a bit and try to get Broodmother closer to level 6. On top lane, 33, he always goes for these like small items. This time around, decided to buy Orb of Venom, even more slow on top of what everything Jakiro provides. Draccio, he could be in trouble again. Like, Draccio might die if they decide to dive.
It's a very scary place for him to be in. Snaking's able to connect with the dual breath, and 33's trying to make his way around towards Draccio. Draccio himself will cut through the trees as being salved up. He's going to try and turn for Snaking. Elsewhere, we're actually going to have mid lane 9 takes out Boom solo on the map there.
Maybe it's better that we didn't see that one.
And that was without Laguna.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on? We're having these kills just come out of nowhere.
Because I was watching the top lane, and it wasn't even close to runes spawning or anything. He's just straight up dying. I guess he got caught by LSA into Dragon Slave. That's why they instantly picked Lina after Queen of Pain. 36 against 29, and she can come back to a lane with Laguna Blade. Probably, you know, if there's a rotation, you want to leave Timbersaw alone. Maybe Snaking wants to make a rotation on mid, and then they grab another one. There is a catapult coming on the top lane, so this should be the tower for Tundra.
Yeah, you got to imagine. It's going to be very hard for Gaimin Gladiators to defend that top tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Unless they get some sort of rotation, but for now, Draccio heading over to the camps of the jungle. This lane itself, not safe for him whatsoever. Especially, I mean, 33 still a level away from the 6, but once the Chakram's online, you just can't lane anywhere near this Timbersaw for a good portion of the game, as he will destroy you. Now this tower's gone.
Gaimin Gladiators understanding nothing can be done on the top lane, even though Timbersaw is level 5, so right now they are farming some of the stacks that they made, but not too many. I mean, we're 6 minutes in, so there couldn't be too many stacks made. Broodmother about to hit level 6. Let's see if Wraith King says, enough, I'm just gonna go to jungle. Yeah, he's there already.
Yeah, Boom could make a nice move with the Arcane. See, in the mid. Yeah, we are seeing a Tundra fans of the Soul Ring. Yeah, Soul Ring on the Lina and the Wraith King this game.
And Timbersaw,
three Soul Rings. Everybody's, they love the Soul Ring. Every core. And on the ones you might not expect it as well. They rate this item pretty highly by the looks of it, Tundra.
When they saw images released from new Lord of the Rings show, they're like, man, that's sucks. We're just gonna make our own Lord of the Rings with these Soul Rings.
Absolutely. Well, obviously allows the spam. I mean, of course, we were seeing Soul Rings on some other mids like Storm and stuff. Just these mids that want to spam their spells. It means, you know, you're never gonna have to worry about the mana. Oh, he's still alive, and he's on to jump the final burst. Boom. Will be able to finish off the kill. They should have a good chance of setting up for Snaking also. With that Arcane Rune, Boom able to blink back in again. And they should be able to take down the Jakiro. Another jump.
He's going to blink in and use Stream of Pain again. It's the best rune you can get on co-op. Another blink is available.
He's got the job done.
It's level 3 blink because he didn't go for the Shadow Strike. 9 will get a solo kill on Tofu.
Not too far to turn with the Nightmare, but nothing more that he can do about Boom. Yeah, lovely move up top there from Boom. Into a part of the map that has been a pretty unplayable area with how much Tundra had it under their control. Doing exactly what he needed to do, being able to blow up 33. Get the Timber off the map for a little bit.
They needed that kill. And they also used the Sonic Wave with their Cane Rune, so that means it's going to be available in the next 30 seconds. Bottle refill on the mid lane. Queen of Pain, fight ready once again. 4 points in Blink this early on allows Queen of Pain to jump in and not die. That's really good. And also the build that has been popular on Queen of Pain is power treads like double null magic wand. So you're very tanky. You have level 10 talent, which is 11 strength. That's pretty insane. So you become so tanky early on, getting to that status resistance from Kaya Sanj. Ace on its Broodmother, getting closer to Orchid. This is going to be also item that Timbersaw is going to be afraid of. So once he gets Orchid, they want to kill, like, get one big kill. Probably on a Timbersaw, because he's going to be in that lane.
I had a bit of a smoke movement from the supports there, but not going to have the setup for 33. At least checking out what's in the jungle. Trying to get a bit of wall control, but Fodder also around. Swinging over towards the mid, seeing if they can get some sort of pullback onto the Bane. And it won't be the case. Ace brings in the Spiders. They'll look to push and force down this tier 1 tower. Actually, 33 off to the side. They've got eyes on him.
It's only level 1.
It's going to be enough. Tofu's able to step in range, bring 33 back underneath the reach of Boom's Sonic Wave. There's another successful kill is out onto the Timbersaw, and the Gaimin Gladiators, they'll have the space to take this tier 1 tower. We're seeing some good moves, and they're really putting everything into making sure this Timber does not get out of control.
Can they get Bane? They can. He will eat the cheese. This is the first time, 10 minutes in, that Fada, also known as Feta cheese, will be able to eat it.
It is his favorite line.
And now the bottom part of the map pretty much belongs to Gaimin Gladiators. It's very hard to take control of it. Broodmother also playing a bit more aggressive, trying to invade the enemy triangle.
Yeah, pretty much just sweeping across the whole half of their map. We'll see how Tundra reacts to this and finds space, or looks to group up to try and push the Spider out of their half of the map. It's going to be difficult. Dracha, as we had there, clean up some lovely stacks that the rest of Gaimin Gladiators had prepared for him. He's catching up very well after what was a tough laning stage. Now, see over on Gaimin Gladiators half of the map, Snaking. It's going to be taken down as Ace and Celery sweep across. Another kill for Ace. And that, I believe, should be, that's the full Orchid on its way out now for the Spider as Ace continues to smash these item timings.
What Gaimin Gladiators wants to do is, I guess that's why Broodmother wants to play a bit top part of the map, so they can go and threaten the Roshan. They have enough minus armor from Meld. Templar Assassin still needs like 2 minutes to finish off the Deso, but with Vengeful Spirit minus armor, I think they should have enough if they take one good fight near the Roche pit. If they want to play it safe, wait for Deso and then go for it.
There we go. Smoke up. Gaimin Gladiators keeping their foot on the pedal. More so than Tundra so far in this early game.
Dire are scanning.
And catch on 33 would be the big one. If they can continue to crush this Timber in the early stages, they can avoid, postpone the part where he's going to become unkillable. And there's a setup. Straight away, everything just thrown onto 33. Again, just a fantastic awareness here from Gaimin Gladiators on how they want to start each bit of action. Sonic Wave going to come flying across the two of them. Snake instead to get the glimpse back onto Skeeter. He has the armlet, but there's only so much he can do to hold back on this. Boom jumps in. Skeeter's going to go down the once. Let's see if they can set up to take him out a second time. Not quite. And they're a little bit aware of 9 at the side. Silence comes in. Whoop stops the combo from 9. They get the start off onto Fada. As Fada will try and protect himself with the Nightmare, but he's trapped by the Spiders. The true Nightmare being brought upon him by Ace and his army. It's 11-3. Gaimin Gladiators. They really do sort of have Tundra just perfectly read here in this early game. They
understand where the threat comes from.
Yeah.
Timbersaw, I'm not going to say he's the most farm hero for Tundra, but he was causing a lot of issues early on. So they killed him 3 times so far. 2 times with the Sonic Wave, and now with the Orchid reveal. Good swap into Static Storm. Like, he is not tanky enough at this point. Has just a casual cloak going for Lotus Orb, a plate mail to have like a bit more damage resistance from right clicks until like spiders start attacking him.
See, 9 turn to base and refuel is going to mean there's no chance of forming a defense on this top lane, as Gaimin Gladiators will look to take another tier 1 tower away from Tundra.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So far, so good. I mean, in the laning stage, it really was a similarity between how Ace and 33 were popping off. But in this early game, Gaimin Gladiators have just done a better job of being able to enable their own offlaner and create quite the difference. You know, once two heroes that stood toe-to-toe, now there's a 3K difference net worth between both teams' offlanes.
It's a rough one. Broodmother completely popped off, took care of the jungle. He's 4-0 and 5, and now they're controlling the Roche area. Templar Assassin finished off the Deso. Now they can just go inside the pit and take the Roche. They know Raid King is nowhere close to level 12, and they killed him, so they know he's not going to be joining any fights. Like, this is a free Roche. Broodmother, we can see the heat map, and in the laning stage, like you can see on the right side, but yeah, she's been all over the place.
Yeah.
This is what I've been wondering. Like, I think I've seen it only once or twice where Broodmother decides to go inside the enemy triangle. Usually you just, when you're playing Dire, go for the bottom part of the map and try to control it. And there's the Roche. Like, it's a pretty easy one. Tundra can't contest it. Broodmother will get a solo kill here.
I mean, this whole way that they're playing with Ace on the Brood, you know, you see exactly why this team just slammed it out as the second pick. They know, you know, that they can run this sort of strat where things speed up and it's just Brood moving and doing so much on the map and at a pace that Tundra they're not going to have the chance to come up with a plan to deal with. Over on back on the Gaimin Gladiators side of the map, they catch 9 with the Static Storm. He's gone. Fada also taken out by Duraccio. They just continue to ramp up here. And Tundra, they've got to come up with some sort of backup plan because the initial intentions from them this game, you've only got to imagine it wasn't this. This is falling apart quick.
They've shut down Timbersaw, which should have been the playmaker in this game. Because Bane plus Jakiro as supports, these are most of the time both position 5 heroes. And Jakiro can't make an aggressive move. Like, they need to bring extra hero like Nightmare into Ice Bat, Macropyre, Fiend's Grip, +1 probably to kill one of the cores. Like, look at Queen of Pain right now. She's, I'm gonna say, unkillable. Not gonna curse him, but with Kaya Sanj going into Linken's Shard type of a build, plus that level 10 talent that we talked about, like, she has over 2000 HP with Power Treads and Strength.
I mean, in this starting time is just insane, right? Ace, he's got the Aghanim's done. 16 minutes in.
On top of Orchid and Mana Boots and the Soul Ring Magic Wand, like, these are like small items, but the cost adds up. They will go for the high ground. Like, they understand how strong they are right now.
Dire are scanning.
Well, let's see how they deal with this. Because now the map's going to get a little bit scarier, you know? You're going to have these traps set up everywhere. I mean, you've already struggled to really find anywhere to head out and hit the creeps, but now that these snares are going to be thrown all over the place, I mean, it's just not fun. You know, this is a hero that you're going to be pulling your hair out against.
Where's the line? Where's the voice line, Fada? Not hungry.
No, there's not many voice lines coming out now. It's rough. This is rough for Tundra. We've had a couple of rough games already today here in the Western European regionals. And this looks like it might be another one to add to the tally. We had, of course, earlier on, Liquid smashing OG 2 times. This game 1.
This is also very similar how these two teams played in the DPC. Because Team Tickles back then just completely dominated them, and we've seen in the interview he said like it was the easiest pretty much match for them in the whole DPC.
33. He was trying to make his way through the trees here. He's walked into Boom and Tofu, and they'll be happy to give this a bit of a go. They've got a Sonic Wave at the ready. If they feel that they need it, they don't even need it. They're just going to slowly bring down 33. Elsewhere, Ace takes out Fada. I think he might have stepped into the realm of the traps that Ace has been setting up. Well, Nine's finally got the BKB. Maybe they can try and fight around Lina. But elsewhere, okay, Duraccio. He's able to get the refraction off. He will still die. A little far away from the rest of his team, and Tundra's able to abuse that. They catch the TA out alone. It's going to be harder to do so next time, as he will have the Ags as he comes back out onto the map.
3 heroes on top of the net worth. from Gaimin Gladiators. This says a lot about this game. Templar Assassin decides to disassemble her Dragon Lance, gets a BKB now. If she had it there, then would most likely live. Look at the damage.
Skeeter's having to run. He's going to get Lotus, he'll turn with the stun over towards Boom, tries to come over to help out, but the Sonic Wave's already blown over onto the 4 of them. Jump forward from Boom, finishes off Fada, gets caught out by the Light Strike Array, but the Blink's back up, he's able to get back to safety, help deal with Skeeter on his second life, as Skeeter's out of the game. Swap back onto 33, he'll remove the silence with the Lotus Orb, get himself pulled back up to the high ground with the Timber Chain, and forced to safety. He'll be okay. There'll be a buyback from Fada, but nothing they can do against Gaimin Gladiators, as the Gladiators could safely, casually back off, keep the pushing on the bottom lane. As we see again here, Skeeter just not at a stage where he can turn and fight. He's too far behind, along with the rest of his team.
He couldn't turn and fight, but he could turn around himself, do a little bit of a dance. A great Sonic Wave there by Boom, connecting on 4 heroes, and then Queen of Pain jumps in. They try to lock her down, but with the status resistance kicking in and her tankiness, like even if they get a kill, it's really not worth it, considering that she still had Aegis up and running for like 30 seconds.
Bottom tower is under attack.
A tough one indeed. For Tundra. Yeah, these traps, like they're just everywhere on the high ground and stuff.
Yeah, you have traps from TA, you have the traps, snares from Broodmother, plus webs and spiders all around the place. It's very hard for Tundra to get out of the map and get some farm.
9 doing his best to find what he can. He's pushing out the top lane, still the most farmed for Tundra right now. He's got the BKB, queuing up a Skadi, maybe trying to build into some sort of carry here. That's able to sit on the high ground and punch into Gaimin Gladiators as they approach the inevitable siege. As we see in the mid, Zracho taking out this tower, and Tundra, they can't really approach him too well. Surrounded by these traps. There's no chance of closing on the TA. All they can do is sit back, watch the tier 2 tower get taken out.
If Gaimin Gladiators wants to play this safe, wait for the next Roche to respawn, minute and 30 seconds possibly, and then go for the high ground push with that Aegis.
We'll see how thirsty they are for more action. As each time... Oh, Boom. Not even holding back the Sonic Wave for that. He'll happily drop it. Takes out Fado. I mean, he knows that it's not really needed to hold on to his ult. They've got damage from the rest of the team to kill the bigger heroes. So he'll happily, casually throw that out to kill off Fado on his Bane. Celery. See if they find Snake King. Ooh.
Good Force Staff.
With a magic missile. Beautifully flying across the map.
Disappeared. Nowhere to be found.
I think Dagger's nearly on Draccio. It's a tough one here for Tundra. They're going to need something quite spectacular to switch this around. At least 33s.
You can't enter your triangle. There's too much stuff here that can just slow you down, root you. Tries to TP out, too much damage. Like, even for Timbersaw.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, they have no struggle killing 33. I mean, the way this sort of stepped up in speed from Gaimin Gladiators was just excellently done. They ruined 33 after 33 had a fantastic laning stage. You know, this was a game where Gaimin Gladiators, they lost their top tier 1 tower at 6 minutes in. Dyrachyo was getting crushed by this Timber Jakiro off lane, but it didn't matter. Gaimin Gladiators knew exactly how to resolve that issue.
They knew they had to kill 33 multiple times. Queen of Pain, couple of rotations, nicely executed. Then with the Orchid, third kill, and he just falls off. Like this is the hero that relies on snowballing. Fada gonna get 2-shot.
Oh, gonna have the BKB come out for Dyrachyo so he can make sure to commit and get that kill. Skeeter watching with the side. They get the swap back on to Snake King. Standing a little too close to them as it's another one for Dyrachyo. They will lose Celery for that effort. A buyback comes out as well from Snake King. But can Tundra go up to the high ground? I don't think so. I think Gaimin Gladiators will continue to be able to very confidently hold the triangle of Tundra. Sonic Wave out onto the two of them. Dracho's going to jump in for 33. Skeeter goes in with the stun. They've got the Macropire. Skeeter's attempting to start some sort of fight.
Skeeter's not moving.
Just incredibly slowed down.
Shadow Strike plus Silken Bola. I think he was moving at 100 move speed. Another casual Sonic Wave from Boom. Didn't really do much, and he also solo killed Fada with it last time. Roshan is alive, so now it's Aegis plus a shard. Since Queen of Pain already picked a shard for herself, I guess you give it to Templar Assassin to have another way of silencing people.
That's an easy Roche. Yeah, Tundra, they can barely leave their base right now.
Also Boom, this is like 4th Arcane Rune so far that he's got.
He's having a great time with them. Soon to be in the level 18. Ace finishes off the Octarine. That's mid. Look at the drag back with the glimpse. He's caught in the field. That'll be him going down the once. Here, he's able to get the blink off the back of the reincarnation, get back to the safety of the high ground. And bottom lane, 9, again, just doing everything he can to at least keep one of the side lanes shoved back out. Does nearly have the Skadi.
I don't think that's a game changer, considering the situation they're in. I don't think there's an item that's going to go like, wow, this is it. But 9 understood what his job is, especially since they picked up the Aegis once again, so he needs to stay away, using these boots of travel to full capacity, just being able to farm on another part of the map, TP back. They only managed to kill him once this game, which is, I'd say, impressive, considering how far ahead they are.
We'll see Ace. He's got his eyes on Tundra here that have pushed out. Start laying up further traps. Of course, the frequency that he gets those charges up with that cooldown reduction is very, very nice. As soon as they're gone, he'll be able to get more out. Can, of course, only have 5 out at a time, but we'll make sure that if they do wear away, he can instantly refresh them.
My thanks.
It's time to go for the high ground. Try to close this one out. Templar Assassin, a bit low on mana, just 100 mana at the moment.
See Boom jumping in, Jakiro snaking. Forcing quickly away.
Oh, glimpse back on Timbersaw.
He's pretty far out on the map as well. Came from the jungle, so it's going to have to take a bit of a walk to get over and help out with the defense. Swap in, onto 9, has to immediately pop the BKB. We'll be able to land the Light Strike array. Celery will get burst, but Dracho in return jumps in, finishes off Fada in a matter of a couple of hits. 33 has now managed to return for the defense. There'll be a buyback actually from Celery as he looks to head straight over to help continue this push that Gaimin Gladiators have got going around Dracho's Aegis. As they're onto the racks, what can Tundra do to slow this down? This cast range as well. When the Octarine Ace is able to slam down these traps behind the racks, make it so hard for Tundra to step anywhere close to them. As this mid lane taken out, Tundra not able to do anything to stop Gaimin Gladiators getting away with the push.
Pretty clean siege. They only lost Celery. He bought back just in case. At this point, it really doesn't matter that much. He's level 13, providing some extra damage with the Vengeance Aura and being able to use swap if someone gets jumped. Full Daedalus done on Templar Assassin. Level 20, Meld Dispel, so you don't care about Jakiro anymore. You don't care about the Enfeeble.
After a slow start, just a perfect example of how a well-coordinated team here like Gaimin Gladiators can just recover Dracho's game, as he's in a terrifying spot right now. 21k net worth. Nobody anywhere close on Tundra's side to the farm that this TA carries. As Gaimin Gladiators, they're ready to go for it again. Still a minute on the Aegis. Tundra, what's the plan this time? They've got to try something. They had to let the mid go. They've got to give it some sort of attempt. Skeeter does have a BKB. They're probably keeping track of the Aegis timing. Ideally pushed it back. Boom's already in with the jump. Pushed back onto the three of them. Fada's down.
There must be some beef between Boom and Fada. He's been using Sonic Wave every single time he sees a buyback from Fada.
Now get the swap back on 9. Pots the BKB straight away. They're trying to turn the combo onto Boom, but he's forced out to the side. They'll catch the Chakram onto Celery. Celery's out for 70. Draccio jumping back in. Still trying to push this Aegis to the limit. As it will soon expire. 15 seconds.
Needs to be careful if they can time it. I mean, there's still a BKB, but no swap to get him out of the trouble, so they will respect it. Tundra keeps their barracks alive.
A little bit of a small victory in a game that's ever slipping further and further out of grasp here for Tundra. We have to slow the bleeding a little bit. And they'll come out with the smoke. See if they can hit Gaimin Gladiators whilst the Aegis is gone. It's not going to be easy, especially around this area where Ace is set up with the traps. So they really want to try and fight into this high ground. It's so tough for Tundra.
Those silences from traps. It's just so much stuff on the ground. You have these webs from Broodmother and also traps. Glimpse back. Celery is going to be out in a couple of seconds.
Oh, Dracio's already been able to kill off Fada. He's out for a minute, no buyback on him. See 9 try and go for Ace. Ace is out to the side. We'll see, just in time, an escape there from Snaking. Boom will chase 33 back to base in the mid 9. He's got his BKB ready to pop. He'll have to do it as soon as Boom jumps in. BKB from 9 to keep himself safe and back to the base. Another jump forward from Boom. Going to continue to try and chase on this. There's Gaimin Gladiators. They've got the bottom wave making its way over. They can try once more here for the push onto the barracks. Draccio jumps in.
That was a one-shot kill.
Oh, goodbye Snaking there. Coming in hard with the Daedalus hit. Draccio takes down the Dragon.
Draccio the Dragon Slayer. He had Ghost Scepter, but definitely did not expect to just die immediately.
He doesn't have any buyback either, Snaking. He's out for a minute. Boom, he's going to jump over, finding Skeeter here, hidden in the trees. Able to block that stun there with the Lincolns. They've turned with the control onto 33. 33 will turn, will be able to cut down the Venge. Comes over to try and help out Skeeter, but Skeeter's already been taken out a second time. Dead for 50 seconds. Draccio's in with a BKB. Double kill for Boom. 9 trying to hold his own here, turning towards Draccio. Draccio's BKB will soon end, and he is caught in the Macropine. Draccio will die, but 9 falls. He has no buyback. Snaking, he'll get backed up a little bit by 33 coming into action, but he falls. Ultra kill for Boom. Gaimin Gladiators,
the rampage.
They've got it here. GG is called.
I don't think they have enough time to kill him to get the rampage, but yeah, great performance by Gaimin Gladiators.